am live. Hello, my friends. This is Jovanka from JovankaCiares.com, and thank you so much for being here today. I am trying to be more present on YouTube this year, so I'm actually trying to commit to do at least one live video a week and one pre-recorded and nicely edited video at least once a week. So those edited videos are a little bit harder, but they tend to be higher quality. And the live ones happen to be, when I can. Hopefully, I'm on my lunch break. I can just sit in a little corner and share some amazing knowledge with you. So thank you for being here and for sharing this video and subscribing to my channel. It's super. I just feel very honored when I see new subscribers. So I do thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I can't even speak English today. Okay. So today's topic is about your constant and more important ingredient that you should always have in your smoothies. And it might be a different ingredient to you than it is to me, but I'm going to tell you the reason, the one that I use the most, and the reason why I think is important. So first and foremost, what is the one thing that you should always, that you would love to have in your smoothie? Just let me know by having a comment below. If this is something that you always put in your smoothie, let me know so we can get some ideas. In my case, we have evolved in my household. So sometimes I get into maca powder, and then my smoothies have maca powder for months and months and months. Sometimes it's moringa powder. Sometimes it's shisandra. Sometimes it's shatavari. Sometimes it's any other kind of supplement. Sometimes I just do ginger and cinnamon because they're actually warming to the body. And since the smoothie is naturally cold, I want something to counterbalance that by allowing my belly to have those fires that are so important. And so I put cinnamon also because it's actually yummy, right? Like you love the flavor and the taste of it. But the one thing that I never do a smoothie without is protein powder. Why? There's a couple of reasons for that. Number one, as a vegan, I want to make sure that I am including not only protein in my diet, but the right type of protein. I am not interested in just having protein for the sake of protein and putting crazy things like, I don't know, whey on my smoothie because that stuff is nasty. Instead, I just make sure that I have the highest possible quality of plant protein I can possibly afford. So you can do, that's the main reason why I do it. And the second reason is, even if you are a meat eater, the truth of the matter is that not all protein is considered equal, right? And not every piece of animal flesh is actually good for you. In fact, one would agree that most of the meat and chicken and other non-organic pieces of animal flesh that we consume are actually could be seriously detrimental to your health, not just because we consume a large amount of this and it could be really acidic to the body, but also because we tend to have meats and other animal flesh from animals that are not raised naturally, that die a very stressful, horrible death, whose bodies have been flushed and just are like permeating with all kinds of stress hormones, and all of those are actually in every cell of that animal by the time that animal dies, and therefore the animal that you're consuming is full of those stress hormones, and who knows what that does to your body, right? Like it could be really seriously detrimental in the long term. So unless you're the kind that consumes only organic and you can actually afford the super expensive grass-fed beef and consume it only once or twice a week, then chances are you're probably taking too much of the wrong kind of protein. What about the idea of potentially consuming any kind of protein coming from plants? Easier to digest, so easier on your belly, easier on your system as a whole because it's less acidic and less inflammatory. And it provides all the amino acids that your body needs for optimum health. It does the exact same thing as all other proteins in the body do. They just have to break down from protein into amino acids so that your body can use them. But what if you can consume a large amount of protein that is really easy to digest and easy on your body. That's the main reason why I like my plant protein. And to me, the easiest way to consume it is in powder, because I can actually get the right quality that might be supplemented with all kinds of other awesome powders and supplements and herbs that I know are amazing for me. So it's kind of like a win-win-win situation. So the best way to make sure that I flush my body at a cellular level with all these nutrients is by consuming green smoothies. So this green smoothie has spinach, a ton of spinach, moringa, and it has some blueberries and some organic strawberries. And then I put my protein powder. I'm using these days Sprout Living. This is not an ad. I just love them. I use them. I recommend them. And I wanted you to know about them because these people are super amazing and you should know about them. So Sprout Living is the one that I'm using. I'm using for my 21-day cleanses that I do every quarter. If you want to learn about that, you can go to my website and check it out. I can put it in the description box. I do that every quarter, not all the time. But it is one of the protein powders that I'm recommending the most because it's just non-GMO. It is gluten-free. It is vegan. It has some of the supplements I absolutely love, like ginger and lucuma and vanilla bean, and 19 grams of protein in a single scoop. This is a product of the United States, and they are the nicest people on the planet. So you can go online and order it. I think if you go to Sprout Living, you can find them. And I love that they use all kinds of different plants in their protein powders. They use yellow pea, sunflower seed, pumpkin seed. I have another one that is like watermelon seeds or something. Like, it's really, really interesting how incredible and varied and vast the plant world is when it comes to plant protein. So check them out. That's what I'm using these days. I love them, and I think you're gonna love them too. So hopefully this was super helpful. So salud. Make sure that you make a comment, share, communicate with me. Let me know how you feel about all of this. If you try Sprout Living and you want to tell me all about your experience, please let me know. I cannot wait to check it out. And make sure that you subscribe for more tips and a jolt of motivation for your healthy, happy, and beautiful life. See you soon.